Hello and welcome to another Game on TLDR. I'm Asa, co-founder of GameOnDaily, the site that helps you discover content creators and keep on top of the latest gaming news for all platforms. Stay with me for just a few short minutes and I'll talk you through the biggest news, reviews and talking points we've seen this week. Last week Microsoft sent out Series X consoles to journalists and influencers. This week was Sony's turn, but they took a very different approach, inviting a selection of Japanese influencers to try out the console in a controlled environment. Hopefully Digital Foundry will get their expert hands on the console soon, but for now we have this guy.
PlayStation 5 BLs 5.
The result was honestly pretty cringeworthy, but we did get a decent look at Astro's Playroom, Godfall, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition and Balan Wonderworld running on the console, and we got the very welcome confirmation that the giant of a console runs very quietly. Following on from those hands-on impressions, Sony presented this teardown of the console. We learned that the white side panels are easily removable, opening up obvious options for console customization. The video also showed how we'll be able to add additional NVMe storage when it's available, as well as confirmation of high-speed USB ports that may be really important for people trying to manage the limited storage space they have in the meantime. We know the PlayStation 5 GPU runs at fairly extreme clock speeds, and that means it will generate a lot of heat. The teardown gave good insight into how Sony are addressing that with good airflow, a huge heatsink, and the use of a really interesting liquid metal thermal compound that they say took 2 years of research and iteration to get right. Cyberpunk 2077, surely one of the most anticipated games of all time, has gone gold. That means the release build of the game is complete and ready to distribute, so barring some force of nature, the game will be releasing on November the 19th for PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The game will also be playable on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles through backward compatibility, but the enhanced version of the game that takes full advantage of the capabilities of those consoles will be released at a later date as a free upgrade. We've seen several hands-on previews of Watch Dogs Legion, as well as a new story trailer, some details of the content in the Season Pass, and news that multiplayer support for up to 4 people is coming post-launch. The game releases October 29th for PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and this one will have next-gen enhancements ready to go when those consoles launch in November. These previews from Tech Stomper, God is a Geek and Glitched Online are well worth checking out if you want to know more. FIFA 21 reviews are in, and it sounds like it makes small refinements to the gameplay that fans of the series are already familiar with. If that includes you, then it might be enough to convince you about the game one way or the other. But if you're still not sure, this review from IGN posits that the updates are not worthy of the stature or purchase price of a full sequel, and this review from Eurogamer has a fairly scathing take on the foot mode's loot boxes. FIFA 21 is out on the same day as this video for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch and PC. Ride 4 is out now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. The consensus in reviews seems to be that it's a great game for fans of the two-wheeled motorsport, but has fairly steep learning curve and some punishing time attacks that block progress in the campaign that might dampen the fun for some. These reviews from COG Connected, VG Charts and That Hitbox will tell you all you need to know. And that's it for this week's TLDR. As always, if you want to find out more about any of the articles in the video, then check the description for the links or visit GameOnDaily.com for a whole lot more. If you haven't hated this video, then please give it a like and take a look at some of the other content we have on the channel. I asked you to stick with me for a few minutes and you've done that. I hope you can join me again for next week's TLDR, but either way, I thank you for watching.